up, everyone? If you can hear me and you're in here early, just go ahead and let me know in the chat that you can hear the music, you can hear me, you can see everything, and we're going to be getting started in about 9 minutes or so. What's up, everybody? That is early. We're going to be getting started in about 7 minutes. If you can hear me, just go ahead and let me know in the live chat so I know that we are good to go. And again, we're going to be getting started in about 7 minutes. Hey, what's up there, Brett? I do not. I'm curious, why do you ask? Thank you, Ted. Believe it or not, Brett, that is $97 at a time. I've been doing this a long time. That's awesome, Brett. I'm curious, with that, what was the reason you stayed a member? That was actually one of my more successful membership sites. You're not the only one, Brett. I appreciate the honesty, though. To everybody that is here a little bit early, we're going to be getting started here in about 3 minutes. I just got on early to do a quick sound check. It looks like sound and video and everything is good to go. So we're going to be getting started here in about 3 minutes. Thank you for showing up early, and I'll see you at the top of the hour. Appreciate it, Brett. What are you up to now, Brett, by the way? That's awesome, Brett. It's a perfect time to be looking into that. And you're at the perfect place, too, because of everything we're talking about. That's really kind of all centered around information marketing. Yeah, you're in a good place, Brett. And everybody, thank you so much for being here a little bit early. We're going to be getting started here in about a minute. Appreciate all the comments that are coming through. Thank you, John, for the comment about the explanation and how it adds to what Russell's doing. That's the whole goal of doing this, so I'm glad it's coming through clear. What up, Merlin? Hey there, Sven. All right, everybody. It looks like we are at the top of the hour, so welcome back. My name is Chris Luck. I'm the founder of Alphapreneur, which is the private community for entrepreneurs. And what we're doing here is going through the One Funnel Away challenge that Russell Brunson is putting on for, ClickFunnels. And if you're not familiar with Alphapreneur, all you have to do, if you're just kind of stumbling on this on YouTube, because maybe you're not here live, you're actually watching the recording of this, you can go to alphapreneur.com and you're just going to see it is a private community, again, for entrepreneurs, where we all just really come together and help each other get the results that we truly want out in our lives. And what we're doing today specifically is we're going through, again, the One Funnel Away Challenge, and we're doing it as a community, which is the first time I've ever done this. And it's actually a lot of fun because what I do is I go live every day that Russell goes live during the One Funnel Away Challenge. And so Russell goes live around 11 o'clock Central Time when he's done, and then he kind of gives everyone their assignment for the day. Then I kind of absorb the assignment. I take the notes. I try to take my notes. I try to go through the assignment myself, see how much I can get done. Then I go live at 1 p.m. Central Time. So I only have about 40 minutes or so to pull it all together. And then I go live and just kind of talk about what he talked about, and then kind of add my own additional commentary and stuff like that. So I appreciate all of you that keep showing up live. I see a lot of familiar faces, so thank you for being here. Sue, thank you. Jamie, thank you. Merlin, for showing up. Let me know if this is your first time showing up to my live streams, because I've never seen your name pop in here. Thank you, Brett, John, Gary, all of the regulars. By the way, if you're a member of Alphapreneur and you're here live, just go ahead and say member in the live chat, so that way I know who's a member. If you're new, this is your first time ever being here, just say new, so that way I know that you are new. What's up, Kat? Thank you for being here. So what we're going to do here, again, we're on day 9. So if you missed the previous days, what you can do is go into Alphapreneur. I'm logged into Alphapreneur right now, so you can kind of get an idea of like what Alphapreneur even is. So you can go in, and then there's a section on the left-hand side called Challenges. You click on OFA, and it's going to take you to the One Funnel Away Challenge, and this is where you can kind of access the previous days of the challenge. So you can see we started with day 0, the introductions. So this is where you can kind of get to know everyone that's going through the challenge. So if you click on that, then you'll go in and get to be able to see all the comments and kind of all the information that's going on with that. You can see there's right now, the time of doing this, about 77 people that have left comments and introduced themselves, which is kind of fun because these are members of Alphapreneur that you can kind of go through the One Funnel Away Challenge with together. Then we have all of the days in the previous sessions. So if you missed one of the previous live streams that I did, you can come in and see day 1 was your first sales funnel. Day 2 was your flagship framework. Day 3 was your irresistible offer. Day 4 was your core traffic setup. Day 5 was your traffic strategy foundation. Thank God, day 6 and 7, there was nothing to do because it was the weekend, so I took a break myself. Then day 8 was talking about the who, what, why, and how structure that you should do for your front-end sales pitch. And then day 9 is today, which is to build your sales page. So let me just go ahead and take a look here and see who is all here live that are members. Thank you, Glenn, coming in from the UK. I appreciate it. Gary is a member. We have Suk is new. Thank you for being here, Suk. Steve is a member. Merlin, first-time caller, a long-time listener. Thank you for showing up, first-time caller, Merlin. Sudoc Ross is a member. Jamie, member. Glenn is a member. We have Kat. We have the Gaming Pro. We have Magnus. So very full house of members that are showing up here live. So thank you again for taking the time to be here. And we're just going to dive right in. Day 9 was actually very short. But there's a lot of homework to be done. So when you go into Alphapreneur and you go to the One Funnel Away Challenge, you go to day 9, you can watch the recording of what we're doing right now. So if you have to jump off anytime, or you came across this on YouTube and you want to kind of catch up with it inside of Alphapreneur, when you go into Alphapreneur and you see this is where you're going to be able to see my notes. You're going to be able to get your one-pager link, and then also you're going to notice the comments have been disabled on this video on YouTube. That is intentional because all of the any feedback or suggestions or anything that you have where you might want me to personally critique something that you're doing that is in relation to this day specifically, you can come into Alphapreneur and then post your comment below. You can see there's already 7 comments. We haven't even done today yet, but you can see there's already back and forth that's going on between myself and some members. So a lot of fun to be had today. So let's just go ahead and get into really what my notes are. So what we're going to be talking about is the pages of your funnel. So it's really, really simple on what we're going to be building through this One Funnel Away Challenge. We are doing an information product type funnel. So if you don't yet have a product, you don't have to worry about that. You can actually go and you can go and get like a private label rights to products if you like. Sorry, my eye has been a little watery today. So you can get rights to other products if you like. You could grab some products from the public domain and kind of repurpose those. We talked about all of what you can do with products in previous videos, so you can go back and watch those if needed. So really now moving forward is once you have an idea of like what your product's going to be, now just kind of a side note, I don't even have a product that I'm actually going to be selling yet. And I'm going to bring up my script that I'm doing for my my video sales letter. for the funnel that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to show you how I positioned the fact that I don't even have a product together, but I'm going to start selling. I'm going to show you how I kind of frame that, which is something, again, that Russell didn't really talk about, but this is where kind of I'm going to be filling in a lot of the gaps that that Russell kind of failed to deliver on. So no offense to Russell if you are watching, but so for the notes, the pages of your funnel, you're going to have a sales page, which is going to be the order form, your sales page, which is where you're just going to be selling what it is you're going to be selling. Then you're going to have an order form bump, which that is not going to be for today. That is for another day. That's actually tomorrow, Russell mentioned. So order form bumps come tomorrow. Then upsell number 1 is also going to be known as your one-time offer, or also known as OTO. And this is going to be your done with you version of what it is that you're offering. And then upsell number 2 is also known as your one-time offer. Could be also OTO number 2 is going to be a done for you version. And then your thank you page. And Russell also mentioned like a members area and that kind of thing. So for the sales page structure, so the page itself, which I'll actually show you what the template looks like. He gave us all a template to go use, which is kind of convenient because you're not looking at a blank screen, which is, what an old timer like myself would normally have to do whenever you have to go and create a sales funnel or a sales page. We didn't have templates to start with. So it's kind of nice that you have a template to start with. That's a really big step forward for most people that are just getting started. So just before I actually show you the template and walk through the template and how it works and how ClickFunnels works and all that, we're going to talk about the structure. So the first, it's really your sales page is going to be broken into 3 parts. So it's like a long form sales page, which again, that'll make sense here in a minute. The first part is part 1, and that's the top half. That's like the top third of your page. This is also known as above the fold. So think of back in like the magazine or the newspaper days when people had a newspaper. The newspaper is folded in half. Everything that people saw before they unfolded the newspaper, so the top part of the newspaper, that is the top third. That's above the fold. That's going to be your most important part of your sales page. That's usually where like your videos go, your video sales letters, all that kind of stuff. And then you want to really focus on the top part 1, being emotion. So you really want to focus on selling emotionally, talk about the who, the what, the why, the how, and you can use the who, what, why, and how script that we talked about, I think it was yesterday, that for emotional selling. And then just keep in mind about 50% of your buyers are going to be buying based off of emotion. So what you put in that first part of your sales page is going to be really crucial, and it needs to be very emotional. Part 2 is going to be the logic. So that is everything that's going to be going on below the fold. This is where you have the people that kind of, they watch the emotion part. So think about if someone's buying a Ferrari, you got the people that are just going to buy off pure emotion, but then you also have people that are buying off logic. So they want to know like, what's the gas mileage? I don't know how many people actually care about the gas mileage on Ferrari, but you get the idea. So below the fold, the meat of your sales page is going to be the logic. This is where you would put in like features, your benefits, your testimonials, your price comparisons, guarantees, all that kind of stuff. And about 25% of your buyers are going to be buying based off of your logic. Then the third part is going to be fear. And this is the very bottom of your sales page. This is like leading up to where they put in their information for their credit card to actually process a payment. And this is where you want to present urgency and scarcity. And about 25% of your buyers are going to be buying based on fear. And by the way, thank you for all the members that are still coming in and saying member. Big shout out to Alistair, Joe, John, all of you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. So now that those are really my notes for the day. Like Russell did not spend a whole lot of time getting into like the nitty gritty of actually building a sales page. And I want to show you why. And that is because today actually came with a one-pager link. So you can click, to make it convenient for you, I put the one-pager link inside of Alphapreneur so you can just go right to it. So this is going to be your one-pager link. And for this, you can actually see that you are going to have a video here at the top where it talks about creating the sales page. This is an 18-minute video. Now, just because I didn't have a lot of time between when Russell was done going live to when I went live, I didn't have enough time to watch this video, but I did kind of scrub through it. And I will tell you, like, this video is him showing click by click how to take the template that he has created and that he's given you and actually how to customize it. So I highly recommend you actually open up this window, this browser on one side of your screen or on one screen if you have multiple screens, and then open up ClickFunnels on another browser and actually go through like click by click customizing what he shows you to customize. So watch that. I'm not going to do this live because it doesn't make sense to do it live because he already did a video that's edited and everything. So it's going to, out of respect for your time, it's going to make more sense if you actually go through his video. So that is going to be the 18-minute video that is really good from what I saw from the scrubbing around. And then this is where he shows, before we get into the step 1 and all that, and step 2 and whatnot, you can see here on the left, this is where he, again, the first part, the top is where you have your video, and then you can have the order form if you'd like, all above the fold. That's going to be your emotion. The second part 2, is going to be your logical arguments, and then part 3 is going to be your urgency and scarcity. So pretty cool how it's laid out. But this is where, and I already saw there's a little bit of, there was a little bit of frustration going on inside of Alphapreneur from, I saw some notes or comments people are leaving about, this is where like the rubber meets the road. So this is where you're going to have to invest into buying something to build your business. Businesses just don't, build themselves unless you want to, if you want to like make money on the internet and not have to like invest in tools or anything to do your business, then you could be a brand ambassador and just get paid to talk about other people's stuff. But if you want to build your own business, you're going to need some sort of tool set to be able to do that. So the only thing that I recommend that you need is going to be ClickFunnels. That is it. If you're not using ClickFunnels, or maybe you bought some other funnel building software in the past, like there's Kartra, there's Groove Pages, there's all kinds of like drop funnels. There's like a bajillion other funnel builders that you can actually use to build funnels. If you've already bought and you're already familiar with another type of funnel software, then what I recommend doing is just stay with that software. Like, don't jump over to ClickFunnels if you're comfortable using something else. However, if you're just getting started and or maybe you want to start over and you just want to kind of follow along, not only what I'm doing, but what Russell has built and what he's giving you, that is when you would want to sign up for ClickFunnels, because with ClickFunnels, he's going to give you a 14-day trial. So you don't even have to like put any money on the line right now just to even try it out. So you can do a 14-day trial and actually just follow along and like build your business as we're going through the rest of this challenge together. And then if you don't like it, or something doesn't work for you, or if it's too much work, or you just realize it's not for you, then cancel before the trial's up and you're never going to be billed. So don't worry about pricing and any of that kind of stuff because it's going to take money to actually build a business. And something else to think about too is that, and I know from the comments that other members have already made inside of Alphapreneur about this, is that there are other things that Russell's trying to sell you from this point moving forward. So just to kind of like hint on those really quick is, if you come down, he talks about essential tools. These are not essential tools. ClickFunnels is an essential tool if you don't already have a software to build your funnels. So that's where you would sign up for ClickFunnels. The Secrets Trilogy is just 3 books that he has, .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, and Traffic Secrets. Those are not essential. You don't have to have those. They're just books you can read. But he puts those there because he's trying to make some more money selling you more stuff. So there's that. One pager. It is essential that you actually get one pager to be able to like read the one pagers he's given you, but you don't have to have a paid one pager account. I don't have a paid account. I'm just using a free account and it's perfectly fine. Funnel scripts, you don't need. If you want to shortcut like coming up with all the copy and what to put in your videos and what to put on your pages, if you don't want to sit down and write the words yourself and you just want to maybe answer some questions and then press a couple buttons and then have everything written for you, well then yeah, that's going to cost you some money. And then that's what Funnel Scripts is. It's a software that'll let you actually do all of that stuff. It'll do most of the writing for you, but it's going to cost money. It doesn't cost much money considering what it's giving you, but it's going to cost you some money. But what I'm saying is the only thing that you need to move forward is ClickFunnels. And that is if you don't have anything else going on. Like if you don't already have another software you've already invested in, then you need to get ClickFunnels, and it's a 14-day free trial. And another way to look at this is like, think back like 180 years ago, back in like the 1840s when the gold rush was going on, like in California. This is a picture from then. These guys, and also, I found another picture. These guys and this gal here in the middle, they had to invest in pickaxes. They had to invest in the things, the tools, this whatever it is that they have, where they're like panning for gold. They had to buy all of this stuff, the tools, to actually find the gold and to pan and get all the gold, ready to actually, be able to mine the gold and sell the gold. That is what ClickFunnels is. ClickFunnels is like your pickaxe. ClickFunnels is your all the things that you need, your little pan and the sifter and all that kind of stuff that you need if you were a gold miner 180 years ago. When you are in the business to build a business, you need to invest in tools to do that. So that's my rant on you need to get something to build your funnels. If you're going to complain about money and you don't have money for this, well, this is not for you. This business is not for you. Stop the challenge now, go do something else, or it's probably best to just get a job somewhere. But if you want to invest in your business and to actually get the tools and to get what you need to succeed, then you need something to build a funnel. It doesn't have to be ClickFunnels, just has to be something. So I just really want to cover that because we're far enough along now in the challenge where there's going to be a lot of people dropping out. And the people they're dropping out is because they make a lot of excuses. They have a lot of reasons why things that they're telling themselves that they can't do this because of this. If you're someone that has a lot of those, you can't do this because of this voices going on in your head, this is a good time to just bow out of the challenge and then maybe read a lot of personal development and self-help books to get your mind in the right kind of frame to come back and do this and to take it on and just look at things as like this being a tool that you need. So anyway, the only tool that you need, and sorry for the rant, but the only tool you're going to need is some kind of funnel building software. Now, where it says download the template, you don't have to hire a web designer. You don't have to hire a web developer. When you get a free trial to ClickFunnels, one of the cool things with going through this challenge is that Russell has already had his team create a full funnel for you. And in one click, you can magically just add it to your ClickFunnels account. And Sue says, what's expensive is when you buy the done for you pickaxe. I mean, yeah, there's really no done for you thing when it comes to these funnels in this whole thing. I mean, you just need a funnel building software. I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. So once you have a funnel building software, if you have ClickFunnels, then one click from this one pager and you get to add that funnel directly to your account, which is cool. If you don't have ClickFunnels and you have something else, then you need to watch this video and pause and play through the whole video because Russell's going to be walking through how to customize the funnel that he's given you to go through this challenge. But if you don't have the ability to import the funnel he's given you into your ClickFunnels account, you need to just pause and play the video and try to recreate the funnel using whatever software you're going to be using. So let's just go ahead and jump into ClickFunnels so you can kind of see what it is that you're actually getting today and like what's your task for today, right? So this is the funnel that in one click is imported into your ClickFunnels account. So I'm in my ClickFunnels account and I did the one click, so I've imported it into my account. And these are the pages. So just to walk you through the pages, you're going to have your flagship framework, this is your sales page. This is the page where you're selling the thing that you're selling with the offer stack and all that for $7. So and this is what we're going to be working on today is the flagship framework page 1. Now the order bumps and all that's going to come in day 2, not day 2, that's going to come tomorrow. So don't even think about order bumps or anything. Right now, all you have to do is just build out your flagship framework page. Then the other pages, the OTO1, that's upsell number 1, that's going to be your done with you offer. OTO2 is your upsell number 2, that's your done for you offer. The thank you page is just your order confirmation page. Members area, login, and all that is all included in ClickFunnels. So like the way you're going to be delivering the information that people are buying, you're actually going to put that in a members area, which we're not going to get to all that right now because we're not that far in the challenge. So right now, I just want to kind of walk through like this is one of the big benefits of being a ClickFunnels user is because when someone has created a funnel for you and gives you a one-click link, and in one click, that funnel is in your account, which is awesome, especially if you're just getting started. So I'm sure there's tens of thousands of people that are playing with this funnel right now. So God help us that I'm going to hit on edit page and it's going to actually work because I'm sure ClickFunnels is being overloaded right now with users. So let's go ahead and hit edit page and we're just going to hope that it doesn't break on us. And it actually went way faster than it usually does. So that's, I'm sure maybe ClickFunnels is updating their servers and everything for what's going on right now. So anyway, this is ClickFunnels. This is actually into like, if you were, back in the gold miners and these guys actually have their shovels in their hands and they're actually trying to mine the gold. Guess what? That's what we're doing right now. You have the shovel in your hand. You bought the shovel, or you bought the axe, which was the funnel software, in this case, ClickFunnels. And then you're actually going to get in and then just start replacing things. Now, like I said, go through and watch this 18-minute video that Russell gave you today for the one pager, because that's going to walk you through everything you need to do to change the page and to tweak the page. And he'll walk into when you're moving your mouse over the stuff, like why are things lighting up blue? Why are things lighting up orange? Why are things lighting up green? He actually even talked about that today, but I'm not even going to go through all that because there's just, again, respect for your time. So, Sue, you do not need a $700 software that will write the script for you unless you don't want to write the script. Do you know I've paid personally out of my pocket over $15,000 to have someone write a sales page for me? Like this page right here that you see where it's like your core headline script. Then start with like from your hometown, from your name, from your hometown, dear friend, insert letter opener, use a killer headline script here to help your intro of what. Like I paid someone over $15,000 to write a sales page like this to sell an energy drink, to sell my energy drink that I did and from a past business of mine, which was called Evil Energy. That sales page cost me over $15,000. And if that $700 software existed that exists right now that would build the sales page for you, if that existed then, I would have saved about $14,000 doing that. So, I mean, the fact that there's things out there that you can buy right now and there's several $100s, know that that's just another tool you can add to your tool belt that's going to like shortcut your process of doing all this. Like if you don't want to go through and write all of this from scratch, then yeah, pay $700 and you'll have a tool that's going to do it for you. So, but it's not needed. I'm not going to buy the tool. I'm actually going to go through and do all this myself. Now, my sales page is not built out right now because I only had 40 minutes from the time that I got this to now going live. So obviously I had no time to do this. And you know what? I'm probably not even going to be able to have time to finish and do this today, tomorrow, or the next day because I've got a lot on my plate. I'm not just doing this challenge. I'm actually creating training and stuff and doing things for my members of Alphapreneur. Like this challenge is just in addition to all the other things I've got going on right now. So it's going to take me a few days. I'm going to probably be a few days behind moving forward now in this challenge because I don't have time to just do all this. I'm not doing this full time, but I'm going to keep going through it because I committed to all of you that I'm going to go through this challenge just like all of you are, so you can kind of see how I do things. So I will say, going through this, just looking at this page, is out of all of the funnels I built in the past, this is probably one of the most beautiful pages that I've seen. I wish I would have had a template like this when I was going and building pages in the past because they've already figured out what colors to use, what fonts to use. They have all the sections together. They have all the rows together. They have the elements. They have like, whenever you do a headline script here, you should have an image here on the left and then bullet points on the right. I wish I had all this when I was building pages before because I have funnels out there that are just floating around out there on the internet right now. Like I have 300 funnels that are live in my ClickFunnels account right now, and they're just floating around out there, and none of them look this good. So, so I'm impressed with what's here. So I'm excited to actually be able to dive in and be able to kind of tweak it for what it is that I'm going to be offering, which is I'm going to be selling my brand ambassador blueprint, which is a new blueprint I'm putting together to teach people how to be a brand ambassador for people that don't want to create their own business or do this funnel thing and do their own products and all that. So, so I'm super excited and really like grateful that Russell took the time to put all this together, including this 18-minute hands-on training video, because this stuff isn't like old material. Like if you hit play on this video, what he's going to be walking you through isn't like old psychology about what you should and shouldn't do for building a sales funnel. He's actually walking you through the new template that he just gave you and then how to customize it and what to pay attention to and all that. So you all are super like you're very I don't even know the word for it. You should be very thankful that you have all this stuff given to you on a silver platter right now, because I've never seen anything like done this well for a challenge like this. So anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents on what is going on for today. And like I said, my notes were not very they weren't very detailed like my previous notes, but they're hopefully helpful. So anyway, like I said, I had something I wanted to share with you. And that, by the way, for now, are you up to speed? Like I know I didn't share too much more than like what I've done in the past on previous days that I've done in these and during this challenge. But for now, is everything making sense? Is anyone like totally lost or totally confused where you need my help giving you any suggestions or advice or anything that you're kind of stumped on right now? If you are, this is the time to like post it in the live chat, because this is like live Q&A time. This is a really short day because there's just a lot of work that needs to be done, both on my end and on your end. So if there's any questions, go ahead and post your questions in. And Sue says, thank you for the rant, 10 plus. I'm almost out of my funk. Yeah. And I'm telling you, you're not alone, Sue. There's a lot of people out there that this is when they throw in the towel. This is when all the voices are in their head that's telling them that they can't do this, or that it's too expensive, or they're just, all the excuses are going to start coming out. And just, it's like, whenever you had those, with those cartoons where you have like an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other, imagine like that, but imagine like, 5,000 voices just like flying around your head. That's what a lot of people are going through right now, because they're starting to realize like, oh hell, like I've got work to do. Like I got sales copy to write. Like that's one of the most boring things in any business, is actually writing sales copy. That's why there's a software available that's $700, because nobody wants to write sales copy. So Jim Edwards took the time to create a software to kind of make it easy to write sales copy, because it's a problem everybody has and everyone dreads it. And when it comes time to actually do the work, I mean, that's, again, you're not alone. There's a lot of people out there that are also having a lot of doubts in their mind. And can you imagine the voices in the heads of these folks 180 years ago that were just spinning all day in like the California sun, just like with shovels in their hand, just digging rocks out of the side of a mountain? And then some people doing this to their death, or some people doing this and just never seeing gold ever, but they're doing it because in hopes that they're going to be able to make money, like by finding gold, but then they're seeing their friends and their family like dying of deadly diseases or just of exhaustion or dehydration. But they still, their voices in their head are just, that's what's going on in their head and their lives, that they still have to truck on and they still have to do it if they want to be able to provide for their family. I mean, can you imagine? And then for us, we're having everything handed to us on a silver platter, where all we have to do is like fill in the blanks and then maybe record some videos and then just throw things out there on social media, and you're going to be making money. I mean, could you just imagine what these people, if someone came to them and walked up to them and said, hey, here's a computer. All you have to do is like take this device with these keys and then, press play on this video and follow along and just click some buttons and do what this guy tells you to do. That's like in his 40s, but he looks like he's like 14, which is Russell. Follow along with what he does, and then just you might have to hold it, this thing that's called a phone, you might have to hold it up and like talk into it, and then talk about how this thing you're trying to sell is something someone wants to buy. But if you do that, you're going to make money. Can you imagine if someone said that to these people, like how much their lives would have changed? Well, that is the opportunity all of you have in front of you right now. And you really need to think of it like that. Like when things really start feeling like you're just like staring at a brick wall right now, or this is a big obstacle that you don't want to like jump over, that's usually when things are that's when reality hits, and that's when you're really being tested. And that's what's really going to separate the people that are successful and the people that just give up and move on to the next thing that is hopefully they're always looking for a greener path, right? So anyway, that's what I've got going on for all of you today. Let me go ahead and take a look. I want to show something that this is the VSL. Like I said, I read this yesterday. So if you want to I'm not going to read, I don't want to, again, to respect all of your time, I'm not going to read all this again, but this is the VSL for what I'm going to be selling for $7. And I did not go through a $700 software to write this. I just wrote it, just with a blinking cursor on a white screen. And so what I wanted to get to was I was tweaking it today because I read it out loud to make sure that my words and my sentences are all kind of making sense. I'm not going to read this on camera because I can't memorize this much stuff and then read on camera naturally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make slides. So that's what I'm doing today. Actually, I'm going to be making putting all these on slides where it's like black text on a white background, and that's going to be my video sales letter that I'm going to be using. And the one part I wanted to share with you was, gosh, what was it? I totally forgot what it was now. Here, let me just, I'm going to pause for a second why I am going through this to figure out what it was that I wanted to share with you, because it was important. Oh, this is it. The what's the catch? So some of you are probably thinking, well, maybe you want to create this like training program. Maybe you want to create like an information product, or like for what I'm doing, I'm going to be creating this brand ambassador blueprint, but I'm also going to be doing a quick start guide. I'm also going to do some additional training videos that go with the blueprint. I'm going to put together this like really nice collection of things for people that want to be a brand ambassador. But what I'm going to actually be selling with this funnel is something I have not created yet. So the brand ambassador course that's sitting in Alphapreneur right now, that is not the course, and I'm actually going to be selling with this funnel. I'm going to create something, because as I was writing the sales letter for this, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to create something completely new from scratch, but it's not created yet. So I still need to create it. Now, I don't want to spend all the time and create this information product before I actually go live with this funnel. I actually just want to start selling and start making money with this before I even have anything created. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, how am I going to do that? Like, how am I going to sell something? And especially if I'm selling something for $7, but then let's say my upsell, my order bump and all that. I mean, people could spend hundreds of dollars when they get to the thank you page, but then I don't even have anything created. So like how am I going to get over that? Like what I'm going to do, what do I do? And Russell didn't talk about this, unfortunately. And he did, especially, which is kind of interesting because we're all through this challenge. We're all supposed to be creating an information product, but nobody really has anything to create yet. So, or no one's created anything yet, but yet we're building a sales funnel for what we're selling. So what I'm going to show you is, by the way, I see there's a lot of stuff going on in the chat right now. Make sure you pay attention to what I'm saying right now instead of having like a chat back and forth with others in the chat, because what I'm saying is you can copy what I'm about to share with you like word for word. It's okay that you copy what I'm doing with you word for word because I'm giving you permission to do it. So kind of pause on the chatter real quick and then pay attention to what I'm about to share with you, and then we'll jump over and have some fun in the chat, and we can all talk to each other, and there can be Q&A and all that. I know this is really important because this was like a big breakthrough that I just came up with. And again, I didn't go through a $700 software program to come up with this. I just wrote it on my own, but I want to give it to all of you and share it with all of you, because I know if you're creating a product, you're probably going to be having the same, problem too. So, once I did my bonus stack of all of the stuff that they're going to get, so let me scroll up here a little bit just to show you. So I basically say, does all this sound like something you would like to do? Well, if so, then my brand ambassador blueprint is for you. Now you might be thinking this sounds great, but I'm not an influencer. That's okay. You're going to get this bonus. Then I say, okay. Now you might be thinking this sounds great, but I don't do social media. That's okay. You're going to get this bonus. And you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I don't have time to do this. That's okay. You're going to get this bonus. You might be thinking, this sounds great, but I want to make a lot of money. That's okay. You're going to get this bonus. And then I'm going to go in and talk about, how much they're going. Then I recap everything they're going to get. And then I just do like a really short version of like, you're going to get this, plus you're going to get this. And then I was thinking of like, this is what infomercials do, right? Like they really sell the bonuses. So then I go in and say, the grand total of everything today is going to be $1,485. Now that number might change depending on what values I put on things, but the total value of everything you're going to get, but you get everything today for just one payment of only $7. Now, when I wrote this today, I was looking at this and thinking, there is no person on earth that's going to watch this video and they're going to see all of this value that I'm delivering. And then I say, you're only going to get today for $7. There's not one person that's going to be like, like I don't want to I don't like to cuss, so I'm not going to cuss, but they're going to be saying a lot of words in their mind like I'm full of malarkey, right? So anyway, what I came up with was this. So, and by the way, you're all welcome to copy this if you'd like. So I said, now you might be thinking, this is what you've been looking for, but you might also be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. And what's the catch? Am I right? And hey, that's fair, because that's exactly what I would be thinking if I were you right about now, right? So what I came up with today, and this is what I think this was pretty cool, but you can, again, you're all welcome. By the way, I want you all to let me know in the chat if this actually sounds good or not, because this is my little like secret benefit of doing these live live streams is that I can get your feedback and opinions in the live chat, and you can let me know collectively, does this sound good, or does it still not sound good? All right, so anyway, here it is. So I'm just going to read it all. So I'm going to highlight it all, and then I'm going to read it. So you're welcome to do a screenshot of this and copy this however you like. So yes, there is a catch. And the catch is I'm currently in the middle of creating everything you see here on your screen, because I'm going to have a picture of like boxes and all the stuff they're going to get. I'm in the middle of creating everything you see here on your screen. And right now I'm looking for a small group of people like you who are interested in becoming a brand ambassador that I can teach and have, I got to tweak this, that I can teach and give me that I can teach. Sorry, I got to tweak it. But anyway, and give me their honest feedback, testimonials, and success stories. So if you would like for me to personally show you everything you need to get started making money online as a brand ambassador, you're in the right place at the perfect time. Because the fact that you're on this page right now means that there are still a few spots open to get into the group. So here's what you need to do. So this, by the way, where I say there's a few spots open, that's like scarcity and urgency. So here's what you need to do. I want you to fill out the form you see at the bottom of this page, because I looked at the template Russell gave us, and there is going to be a form at the bottom of the page. And click the big green button to get started now. I'm going to, on the form, have a big green button that says get started now, and it's going to be green. When you do, you will get my brand ambassador blueprint plus all the bonuses for just a one-time payment of only $7. And then I let them know after you made the payment, you're going to get instant access to a secret place I built online, which is the members area Russell includes in the funnel, where I'm uploading new step-by-step training videos each week that will show you how to do everything click by click. It doesn't matter where you live or what time it is, you'll get instant access to everything right here, right now. So anyway, and then I goes on to finish that out. But here, the part that I'm highlighting, this is the part that I wrote today that I thought, I got to tweak it a little bit, but this is the catch part, because even yesterday I noticed that there were some of you that were in the live chat that was like, when I kind of read the whole VSL, I was like, what do you all think? And you're like, it seems like a lot for only $7. Like, you were already thinking in your mind, and you all know me, and you're thinking like, it's kind of too good to be true. So I had to think like, what is the catch? And it's like, well, hell, the catch is I haven't created anything yet. So I need a small group of people to go through it while I'm creating it, so I get feedback. And then I say testimonials and success stories. So I'm already like pre-framing that they're going to succeed, because I'm saying testimonials and success stories. So is that, was that good stuff? Like, let me know. That's what I want to share with all of you today, because I know you're probably going to be having that voice in your head, basically saying that this is going to be hard to do because you haven't created anything yet, like to actually sell. So how are you supposed to create a sales funnel if you don't even have anything to sell? This is like something you could probably do. Steve says, so you're asking questions. So you're asking the questions they're asking in their head and overcoming their objections. This is gold. Thank you so much. Brett says, I think being transparent and telling him it's a blatant bribe to get them to try your... I was thinking about that too. Frank Kern always uses the word blatant bribe, and I don't want to, I don't know. I don't like those words, blatant bribe, so I'm not going to use those words. Sue says, brilliant, Chris. Thank you. Gary says 10. Sven says, yes, I would like to use your script. It sounds really good. Yeah, I mean, do a screenshot of the page right now, or your whatever, your screen, wherever you're watching this. And yeah, feel free to copy whatever you want to copy. Magnus says, I would buy this. Well, guess what? when I build this funnel, I'll give you all the link. And if any of you want to buy it, I will greatly appreciate it. Steve says, this is worth millions of dollars here alone. I just paid $100 for this from ClickFunnels, an Alphapreneur. Who knew he'd be worth it? Thank you so much. Vitor says, more convincing by saying there's no catch. I agree. And that's one thing that Russell actually did when he was doing some examples of what you could do for your video. And even for Perfect Webinar Secrets, which is a live offer that he has, when he says, is there a catch? He says, no, there's no catch at all. And it's like, my butt. Like, yeah, there is a catch. Like, what is the catch? So anyway, that's what was haunting me, is like, what is the catch? And the catch is I just kind of invented the catch. The catch is that there's nothing created yet. So you're buying nothing. You're buying the ability to be in a group to watch me create something. Sue says, when are you going to post access to your script? I'm just do a screenshot of your computer screen. Why I'm leaving the script on my screen right now intentionally, so you could just do a screenshot of it and then write it yourself. I don't want to make it too easy for all of you and copy it and then say, here, go download the script. Like, I'm making it a little difficult intentionally because some people are actually going to be so lazy, they're not going to do this. They're not going to use this because they're going to have to retype the words that I already typed, believe it or not. So I'm for those that actually want to do a screenshot and retype the words, this is your chance to do it. So that's everything I got for all of you today. This was really short. It was only coming up on almost an hour. Yesterday was a little bit longer, but there was more to talk about. Today is just pretty much build your sales funnel. It's going to take a lot of work, not your sales funnel, but build your sales page. And it is going to take a lot of work, but where there's a lot of work, there's a lot at the, I don't know, I was going to come up with an analogy, but anyway, there's a lot of work to be done. So we always need to get to work. Chris says 10 plus. Glenn says agree, gold 10 plus. Thank you. By the way, feel free to rate this live stream just on a 1 to 10 scale. If you're watching this live in the live chat, what you think. And then if you're seeing this and you're not, let's say you're watching the recording of this because it's on YouTube and you're wondering like, why can't I type in the live chat, or why can't I leave a comment? And the reason you can't type in the live chat, the reason you can't leave a comment is because I save all of the community aspect of what I do for what's inside of Alphapreneur. So that is the big benefit of being a member of Alphapreneur, is when you go to alphapreneur.com and it's going to say, are you ready? You got to be ready. Alphapreneur is a private online community for entrepreneurs that's going to help you get the results you want in your life, and then truly want in your life. And there's a lot of things that goes on in Alphapreneur. Like you can see, this is Alphapreneur. There's a lot. But right now what we're doing is just the OFA challenge, which is one funnel away challenge. So if any of you are going through and let's say you're building out your sales funnel and let's say you're working on your sales page. Let's say you are going through the funnel, you got to day 9, you downloaded the template, you worked on your sales funnel and you have a link to it. And now you want to like get some feedback on how it looks. Then what you can do is jump into Alphapreneur. And the reason I don't have the comments enabled on this YouTube video, the reason that this live chat, you just can't type in it after the video, is because all the people that just are, no offense, but all the people that want everything given to them for free and they don't want to invest in, anything, those are the people that are just going to be like just blowing up the comments on the YouTube video and like, I want you to review this. And if I don't review it, then they're going to like send me death threats. So I built this community so I can do the training and the education like I'm doing right now and sharing my experiences with you and all that for free. But if you want the feedback, you want the community, you want my personal critiques on what it is that you do, that's where you join Alphapreneur, and that's where you get the help and the one-on-one attention and all of that. So anyway, you can get in Alphapreneur, you go to OFA, you go to day 9, which is let's build your sales page. And then this is where you come down and just leave a comment. And then I get notifications on my phone, I get emails, I get notifications on my browser. I get notifications everywhere when people leave any comments on any of the stuff that I post in Alphapreneur, because there's a lot of people in Alphapreneur that are all posting stuff all day. But when I post something, like I just posted this video then anytime anyone leaves a comment, yourself included, I'm going to get the notification about it. Then I get in and make sure to answer your comment. So I answer all comments that come in for anything that I post. So that's kind of one of the big benefits of being a member of Alphapreneur. Gary says, got the screenshot and printed it out. That's awesome. Thank you, Gary, for taking action. Brett says, have you thought of offering an upsell for lifetime membership to Alphapreneur? I have, yes. I just have not done it because I haven't had time. And I don't know what the lifetime deal would be. Would probably be pretty expensive, but I haven't came up with it yet. Steve says, it's free. There is no catch. Yeah. Thanks, Chris, for making me work for it. You're welcome, Sue. Sven says, working with Chris is a 10 plus. Thank you, Sven. Magnus gave me a 10. Fator, thanks for the emojis. Sue says, question, if we are thinking about using other people's products in our funnels, how does that work? For example, in my funnel, I'm thinking about offering supplement that has affiliates, but I don't want to direct people to their landing page. Can I sell their product, then have them ship it? You could. That could be drop shipping. So what I would do if you wanted to do that is reach out to the customer support for whatever supplement company is you're wanting to sell their supplements for. Reach out to them and let them know, like, hey, do you do drop shipping? Just that's all. You don't have to tell them about you're doing a one funnel away challenge and all this kind of stuff. Just say, hey, do you do drop shipping? Yes or no? Because then if they do, then what would basically the way that would work is you would build a funnel out, put their supplements on your funnel with an offer stack where you're like, hey, if you get this sleep pill or this fat burner, you're also going to get this and this and this and this. And there are all these bonuses and guides and PLR products or whatever it is that you put together. So if you want to do that, you just reach out, make sure, see if they do drop shipping. And then if they do, what I would do is that all the orders that come in for that supplement, I would like just pick one day a week, maybe call it Friday, and then download like all the data, like all the customer data for those orders, which that's one of the benefits of ClickFunnels. You see all that data very easily in ClickFunnels in your account. So you can just download it all as like a CSV file, like a Excel file. Once you have that data, then you just send it over to the supplement company, and then, you're taking the payment from the customer, but then you need to place the order with the supplement company and say, here's all the customers that, need your product. And anyway, that's what I would do. So drop shipping. So yes, you could, but it depends on the supplement company. And if one company you have in mind isn't going to do it, there's somebody that would. So you could even maybe go to Google and just type in whatever type of pill you're doing. I know you're doing menopause for women over 40. So you could even type in like menopause supplement drop ship. Like start doing some Google searches. There might be somebody that publicly has a page that says we do drop shipping for our supplements. And then you just skip the whole contacting their customer support. But if you have a company in mind, you could contact their customer support and just be like, I have a way to send you a whole bunch of customers, but I just need to know if you do drop shipping. They're probably going to work with you. Ted says, love the copy. Thank you so much. Donna says, love this. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome, Donna. Steve says, does ClickFunnels have an autoresponder, or would I use my GetResponse autoresponder? So this is, let's go back to this nice little photo. So they do have an autoresponder, but you would have to they have two plans. ClickFunnels has two not payment plans. They have two offerings. They have a $97 a month plan, which has no autoresponder. They have a $297 a month plan, which has everything one of the things is an autoresponder. If you want to use ClickFunnels All Access, where it has autoresponders and everything, and you only want one platform, then you would need the $297 a month plan. But again, it has a 14-day free trial and all that stuff. And I'm not going to go on my spiel like, oh, it's $297 a month. Well, hey, guess what? That's the only golden shovel you would ever need to buy. like that, seriously. If you don't want to do that, if you want to just, if you have, let's say, GetResponse or Aweber or something like that, ClickFunnels in like one click, you can integrate when someone puts in their information on one of the order or an order form or any form fields at all, like a name and email field or name, email shipping, name, email billing, all that stuff, you can have it in one click. You set it up one time, and like when you're setting up the funnel to send that information over to whatever autoresponder software you have. So I use ActiveCampaign. So I have I am actually paying for the ClickFunnels, the $297 a month plan, but I don't. The only reason I'm using the $297 a month plan is because I have a whole bunch of funnels in there, and I don't want to limit on how many funnels I can have. I could theoretically do the $97 a month plan. I was just lazy and never downgraded, but I have the $297 a month plan, but I use ActiveCampaign for my autoresponder. The only reason I use those two separately is because I've had ActiveCampaign before ClickFunnels, so I have a long relationship with ActiveCampaign. I feel my email deliverability is really good with ActiveCampaign, so I just stuck with ActiveCampaign. So if you're using GetResponse or Aweber or anything like that, just use what already you're using, and then it just in one click you set up the integration with ClickFunnels one time, and then that's it. So Gary says, I use Aweber and with ClickFunnels, and it works fine. So there you go. We've got a member that does it and works fine. Sue says, when you set up dropship, is there a standard discount for the reseller? No idea. It's every company would be different. So I would reach out to the company and say, first find out if they do drop shipping. If they say yes, then follow up with them and be like, okay, do you have certain types of discounts or tiered plans based off of how many customers I send you? Because I'm probably going to be sending you a lot of customers. Like, come in like you're a big deal, and then they're going to treat you like you're a big deal. So just kind of a fun fact. Trent says, can I use my ClickBank funnel? Not sure what you mean. But if you already have a funnel, if you already built on ClickBank, you could recreate it going through this one funnel away challenge and using ClickFunnels and all that should not be a problem at all. FitTor says, can we connect the Aweber autoresponder with the $97 a month plan? Yes, you can. Gary says, I use Aweber with ClickFunnels. It works fine. Sven says, I have ClickFunnels and GetResponse, and it works great. And I have personally, just so you all know, I have, again, ClickFunnels and ActiveCampaign, and it works fine. So I think it pretty much, the integration works pretty standard across all autoresponders. If there's, maybe you're watching this video and you're wondering, maybe you're watching the replay of this because it's on YouTube forever, and you're in your mind thinking like, well, this ClickFunnels integrate with this or this or this. ClickFunnels also integrates with Zapier, which Zapier then integrates with like everything. So pretty much you can integrate ClickFunnels in every way, shape, or form with any platform you could think of without any problems at all, because just with the Zapier integration alone. Steve says, thank you. You're very, very, very welcome. Cool. So you all, that's it for today. Pretty short day, shorter than others. We got a lot of work to do though. Like I said, I'm going to be a little behind because I got a lot on my plate of things that I'm doing. But next up for me is I'm actually, just so you all know, and I'm holding myself accountable, is I am making first, before I even tackle the sales page, I need to make the VSL, the video sales letter, which is that long script that you saw that was all just like text. I need to put those into slides and I need to record that video. So then whenever I build my sales page, I can put my video on my sales page. That's like the most important part of the sales page. And then, yeah, so that's what I'm working on today. It's probably going to even bleed into tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'll probably be working on a sales page. I'll probably be doing it this weekend too. I have a feeling I'm not going to have my funnel together until end of the weekend earliest. But that's just me. So if you feel like this is moving too fast, don't feel like that. Because it is probably moving pretty fast and you're not alone. Gary says 10. Thank you so much. Sue says, thanks for so much for our live stream day. You're very welcome. Jamie says, great stuff. Thank you. And thank you all for being here. You're welcome, Glenn. Steve says 10 plus as usual from me, Alphas. Thank you so much. Sue says, I'm starting over from day one and rethinking my offer. It happens. Which is, I mean, the challenge isn't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Alphapreneur is not going anywhere. The community's not going anywhere. These videos aren't going anywhere. So if you feel like you need to go back and start over, feel free. That's probably, I'm going to let you know, that's probably going to happen a few times. If you have that kind of feeling now, which is fine. It just means you have not like completely lasered in on the offer that is going to be best for you. But don't spend too much time planning and replanning and planning and replanning and planning and replanning and never actually doing anything. Like you eventually need to get through the whole process one time for like eventually. So at least you know what the whole process is. And then whenever you go back and reevaluate what you need to do, at least you've gone through it and you know what all it is you need to build. And it just gets easier and easier and easier every time you do it. Like a lot of you were saying and messaging me privately in Alphapreneur after yesterday, and you're like, holy crap, Chris, like you wrote that VSL script in the 40-minute break between when Russell said you need to write a VSL script and then when you went live. And yeah, I did, but it's because I've been doing this forever. Like, so I've gotten pretty good at putting words down, but I used to not be really good. I used to spend 15 grand to have people do it for me. And, that's just the way it is. So yeah, some things are going to go fast. Some things are going to go slow. But just take your time, enjoy the process. By the way, thank you for all the 10s that are still coming in. Really do appreciate it. Steve says they say 30 days, but we got as long as it takes. Exactly. There's no rush. Like at the end of the day, you need to enjoy the process. I got to show this one more time. Back to these fellas right here. Do you think these guys enjoyed their process? Probably not. So did some of them make a lot of money? Probably. But the fact that this was 180 years ago is the picture you're seeing now. And think about like all of the stuff that is just making it so easy for you today. You have so every advantage is like in your favor right now. And this is like the perfect time in history of the internet to be able to create a business like we can and actually create a product or take money, like collect money from people that want to learn from you or want to learn what it is that you're going to teach them, like how I'm going to be collecting money on something that I haven't even created yet. Like the ability to even do that is, I mean, it's like alchemy. So the fact that we can be able to have all those advantages in our favor when times are tough, like, and you're going through this kind of stuff and you're like, got those voices in your head that's just like, oh, woe is me, or this is too expensive, or there's too much going on, or I got to read this book, or I got to buy this $700 software program. Like stop for a second, just stop and like take a deep breath and really think about like what it is, like, why are you even on this journey? Right? Like, why are you even creating this business? Like, what's your why? It's not, I mean, and don't think of it as like from a monetary standpoint. Think of it as like okay, let's say you want to make $10,000 extra a month or whatever. Why do you want to make $10,000 extra a month? Like, what's the real reason? Are you wanting to just have freedom to do whatever you want? And if so, do you really need $10,000 a month, or do you need like $5,000 a month? Like, you just really need to stop and like evaluate what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. Then take your deep breath, do whatever meditation sessions you need to do, and then just get back onto the train of just doing the work. And then know that this process is proven. Like this whole challenge that Russell's like putting us all on, like there is not like a big question mark at the end of the tunnel. Like there are people that have built $100 million plus companies off of the back of ClickFunnels, following the basic frameworks that we're all going through right now. So the path has already been like paved for us. Like we have a nice fresh tarmac that we can just kind of walk on, and we don't have to worry about like all the crap that people have to go through when they're trying to build a business. So when times get tough, just remember that. And then also when you need help, or you need a pick me up, or you need feedback, or you need, anything at all, go into Alphapreneur. That's why I built Alphapreneur, so we can all come together as a community and be there to support each other, be there to help each other. I've lost track of how many comments and that I've replied to of people that have hit brick walls and like didn't know what to do next. And I just kind of gave them these little pep talks through leaving comment replies and stuff. And they're still thanking me. And I've gotten gifts sent to me because of like the stuff that I've told them to help them, because they took the time to post it in Alphapreneur. So if you're a member of Alphapreneur, use Alphapreneur like to its max to get the most of what you need to get out of it, to be able to get through whatever struggles you're going through, to be able to ultimately get to the whole reason of why you're doing this. Like, so anyway, that's my little rant. Sorry, today was full of a lot of rants, but hopefully that was helpful for some of you and you appreciated this. So if you want come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. It'll be 1 p.m. Central Time, and we'll go live and we'll kind of have a chat again after Russell went live and talk about what he talked about. And I'll share my advice and kind of my journey and what I'm going on. If I have any other rants to share, I'll share them with you live. If you're watching the recording of this and you don't have time to ever show up live for any reason at all, or maybe I'm not doing these anymore, the challenge is over, feel free. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for Alphapreneur. So just find the subscribe button somewhere, click subscribe, click the little notification icon with a bell, because I'm doing these live streams like all the time for all kinds of different things once this challenge is over. So make sure you do that, so you don't miss out on like when I do any new videos. And if you're not yet a member of Alphapreneur, go to alphapreneur.com, put in your email address, sign up, join us, get in the community, and let us help you out. So again, I'm Chris. I'm the founder of Alphapreneur. I have a blast doing these things. I hope you all have a blast for being here. Thank you for being here, and I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow afternoon. See ya.